Welcome everybody to the United Kingdom. We are taking the show international today, and we are here at Simply Porsche at the National Motor Museum at Beaulieu in Hampshire on the south coast. So I'm going to take you for a good walk around, see what's what, so you can see how we do a car meet here in the UK. I'm going to do another video actually on the area around here because it's one of the UK's most beautiful areas, and I thought you might like to see it a bit more, but that's a separate video. And then later on we'll have a walk around the National Motor Museum itself. So enjoy the ride. All hail the mighty 996. We have to start there, don't we really? This is a wonderful early 996.1 right next to a slightly later 996.1. You have to say, guys, the purity of that shape, it's aging extremely well. I don't care what anybody says. 996s are us. Now look at this, guys, everyone. Look at the colour of this car and the condition that it is in. What a colour. Anybody know what colour this is? I'd love to know. I hope it's coming across well on film compared to in real life, but that is a beauty. It's a 77 911, obviously, and looking beautiful, right next to an 83 Guards Red. Wonderful. Now I am with Steve Slayford. Now you'll know Steve if you're on the 996 Carrera Owners Club on Facebook. He is the man who liveried up his 996, which is right here, and he's done quite a lot of work to it, Steve, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah, so I see that you've got the BBS LMs on it, which is,
yeah, so they're
stunning.
18-inch, 8.5 fronts and 10-inch rear.
Yeah.
Fronts are running a 12.7mm spacer.
Gotcha.
And the rears are standard. I think that the offset is just about right.
I think that looks perfect at the front there, doesn't it? Just edges it out a bit. What else have you done?
So it's also sitting on KW suspension.
Oh, is it really?
It is, yeah.
Okay, you did all the work yourself?
No, that was done by a previous owner.
Okay.
But it's quite a bit lower than standard.
Yeah.
These speed bumps normally tell me that.
Yes, I'll bet they do. Yeah. It looks the business with the factory aero kit as well. You put a different steering wheel on there as well. Have you done anything to the interior?
Yep, so recently refurbished the interior.
Oh,
So
look at the green.
Resprayed all of the interior.
Wow.
Colour-coded fire extinguisher.
Colour-coded fire extinguisher. That is obsessive, Steve, if you don't mind my saying. I love the interior. Was it this colour when it was new?
Yeah, so this is factory spec.
Wow.
Which is quite rare.
Yeah.
Don't see many of the...
And you've got a trophy in here.
I have.
Oh, you're the car of the year this year?
I am. Well, the car is.
The car is? Wow. So congratulations.
Carrera Cup steering wheel.
Yeah.
I've done it also removable.
Yep.
Saves it getting nicked.
Absolutely.
Helps prevent.
The colour is just astonishing, isn't it? Beautiful.
I'm pleased with it now it's been refurbished. It was a little bit shiny before.
Yeah.
And the colour was quite a bit different before it was refurbished, but now it's really sort of brought the interior back to life.
Yeah. Okay. And but the interior, was that painted one from new? The silver?
No, so I think a previous owner have changed that.
Oh, you did?
I've recently repainted the centre console.
It works really well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it needs it just to break it up. I think it would have come with the graphite grey.
Yes.
Originally, but it's quite a lot darker when I've seen other models with the same interior. It definitely brightens up the interior, having it in silver.
Wow.
Resprayed all the rear seats as well recently, and the hard back seats as well. So
that's fabulous.
They look all nice and fresh now.
That is absolutely fabulous. And you can, for those of you that obviously are not here, you can smell the leather.
Like
it smells like there's a new car smell coming from this car, which is just beautiful. Imagine that, guys, a new 996. That's what this looks like and feels like. No wonder you won Car of the Year. It's a tribute to you.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Steve, for showing us around your car.
You're welcome.
So as we wander around, I think what I will try and do is pick my favourite of the show. I've got one candidate in mind immediately when I walked into my first row, but that's not playing the game fairly, so stay with me. Let's see where we go. Now look at this, everybody. Somebody's had a go at replicating a singer. Or let's be a bit more charitable than that, shall we? Somebody has restored a Targa the way they want to see it, and I love that. Wide body Targa with beautiful leather upholstery in here. I hope the camera can pick this up. I'm not sure if you can see that in there, but that is the business. Wide body Targa.
Jay Reid.
Andy from Road to Redline. How you doing, my friend?
Good, good. How are you?
Yeah, look at us together in the same country, in the same field, in front of your wonderful car. Look at that. Hooray!
What have I done?
What have you done? No, look at the new stripes.
Close the door for you.
Close the door and take me through these new red stripes, Andy. These orangey stripes.
Yeah, well, they've been called all sorts of things over the last few days.
Oh, they're a triumph, surely.
Yeah, I think so.
No, they are.
A bit of summer fun, isn't it? They can always be taken off, so
yeah.
that's the main thing.
Your car looks fabulous.
Yeah, it's looking
Now,
all
you
right.
were telling me that it was originally a German car.
Yeah, German car was a demonstrator or like a press car for the first year.
Yeah.
And then it was sold to a German guy, and he had it for about 4 or 5 years and then came over to the UK.
Cool.
And the guy that I bought it off had it for 18 years. So it's been
perfect. So it's been really well loved and really looked after.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have to say it's a tribute to you. It's really wonderful.
So yeah, I've made it my own, I think you'd say.
I think those stripes, they had a sort of a 70s vibe to it, and a bit of
funk.
bit of zing, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. So how is Road to Redline going?
Yeah, good.
What plans have you got? Can you tell us about what's coming up?
Oh, what have we got coming up? Loads of stuff actually.
Yeah.
Should I let them? I can't say.
Can't say too much. Okay. But it's going well though.
We've got a couple of events coming up actually. We're going to the Silverstone Classic.
Oh yes, that's in July, is it?
Yeah, end of July. And we're doing our own event on the 3rd of July, which is up at Weedon, Northampton.
Oh yes, in Northamptonshire. Yeah. That's your own Road to Redline.
That's our own little
event.
thing. Yeah.
Good. Well, look out for that, viewers.
Yeah.
And Andy, it's been lovely to spend some time with you.
Yeah, good to meet
you. Really good to meet you. So thanks a lot. Let's have a last look at your car. Look at that, viewers. Wonderful. Transaxle love. You have to love the transaxle Porsches. I do. I think they look really cool. And I would quite like one of those. I'm a fan of those like I am the Boxster. And one maybe in my future. Let us see. So having said that about air-cooled cars, then I see the 996 Turbo. Viewers to my channel will have seen me drive a 996 Turbo recently, and I absolutely loved it, really loved it. I'm like a kid in a candy store here. The next thing I see is the one that I want, but this is just wonderful. I see it has the aluminium steering wheel, silver painted in some way at least, I see. Let's see if we can have a look inside. Oh, it's all painted inside, look at that. If anybody can see that. There we are. Well, I'm now 3 or 4 rows in, and my favourite is still my favourite. I haven't revealed it to you yet, but you'll see it. You've already seen it, in fact. So stay with me. There's some wonderful cars here though, so we will see some competitors, no doubt. Oh yes. The colour, totally on point. The wheels, totally on point. Yes. Oh, the seats are in the same colour as well. The seat backs, I should say. Not sure if this is your car, if you're watching. Even the number plate is correct. That is a very strong contender. Stay with me though. We have met another contender for Jay Reid's Star of the Show. That is lovely. Look at the seats on the back of that. And the stitching. Oh my god. Alright, who knew? A 993. Let's see. We'll carry on going though. My god, that's yellow. Now there are yellows and then there are yellows. I think this is speed yellow, am I right? Or is it racing yellow? I can't remember. It's certainly very bright though, isn't it? I like it. I'm not sure if you're like me, and spend far too much time on the Porsche configurator. I'm wondering, do gold wheels go with black paint or go with a Cayman? This is a 981 GT4. There you go. I think it goes wonderfully. This, my friends, I think is what you would call a sleeper. It doesn't look anything different much to an ordinary Cayman, apart from that sticker, Edition LS 6.2. Oh, I love that. I love that too. Oh, I love that Cayman with the LS. Brilliant. Now, we were talking about transaxle love earlier on. You won't see this very often. 968 Club Sport, 968 Club Sport, 968 Club Sport, and another yellow 968 Club Sport. 4 in a row. Aventurine green with red leather. I didn't think of that on the configurator, did you? That works brilliantly. Look at that. Manual. Oh, that's wonderful. Aventurine green with red. Who knew? Down the Speedster. We've seen a few of these on my channel, haven't we? In New Canaan, the cars and coffee that I've done the videos. They're still very elegant cars, aren't they? Beautiful looking things with that touch of gold on them as well. Really nice. Now you're going to think me odd, but here is our third contender. A 928, I think S4. I am a very big sucker for V8 engines, and the fact that Porsche put one in a sports car, and not just their Panameras and their Cayennes and what have you, shouldn't be ignored. One of these I think is going to be in my future. Let's just have a wander around. It's got the wonderful upholstery nook. Pinstriped Porsche upholstery. Now, as you can imagine, this one has a bit of a crowd around it. A 911R in white with that red stripe. You can't really go wrong, can you? Now, I'm going to state the same thing that I always state when I see these cars. I think if you're going to have an understated GT3, what's the point? Surely, when you're going to have a GT3, you want the fins, you want the spoiler, you want everything else. However, and Stuart, I'm talking to you, who I've just spoken to here, he quite liked the understated nature of this car and the fact that it has the ability to go flat out round corners without all the bells and whistles and the look at me kind of thing. What do you guys think? Oh look, GTS 928 or 928 if we're in America, next to a Carrera RS. 993 Carrera RS. Holy moly. Come on guys, what are we making of this? This has to be a candidate for star of the show, doesn't it? Carrera RS 993. You want to know where all the GT3s started? Right here, you're looking at it. Very, very nice. What I love about this, actually, is that it's so understated compared to the modern GT3s, all the fins and everything on it. Very, very understated car. My star of the show is the 993 Carrera RS. That was just sitting there without really any drama, and I suddenly came across it and realised how special it was. And that to me is what it's all about. I am not very much of a look at me kind of merchant with, you know, fins and spoilers and all that sort of thing. A Carrera RS from the 993 era is responsible for starting the whole GT3 phenomenon, and that particular one was in great condition, just sitting there minding its own business, and that's the star of the show for me. So tell me what you think. I'm interested to know. Let's fill those comments up with what you think the star of the show is. But otherwise, let's go for a wander around the museum and show you some of the really special cars in there. Yeah, look what's hiding there, a 917 Porsche. The Porsche content keeps on coming. particular 917 was actually in the film Le Mans, and indeed crashed in it. David Piper was the driver of it, and unfortunately he lost both his legs in the accident. And this car was actually rebuilt from another car, and that's how it sits here today. Well, I'm back in my lowly VW Polo rental car. I'm the guy that gets to go home in a VW Polo rather than a 911 for once. But that's okay. It's been a wonderful day. 2 full fields of Porsches and plenty of owners and club members to talk to. Such good fun. And that Carrera RS. Holy cow, I'm still thinking about that. But there's lots of other cars I'm thinking about which are possibly just a little bit more affordable. 928s, all that sort of thing. Transaxle ones are just lovely. Boxsters as well. But it's been fabulous. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it's been interesting for you. A little tour around the museum as well as the Simply Porsche. This is how we do it in the UK. More coming from me. We'll do another video about where I am in the UK. It's a beautiful part of the UK. So look out for that, just in case you want a taste of England. Otherwise, thanks indeed for watching. Really appreciate it. Please give me a like. It helps the channel to grow, helps to beat the YouTube algorithm. Consider subscribing if this is your bag. That'd be great to have you along for the ride. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.